loves! So today we are doing something really special to me and really dear to my heart, and it is a DIY! I'm really excited to start doing DIYs with you guys, and it's kind of a big deal for me, even though it sounds so silly. It's probably one of my favorite things to do ever, other than like go to the beach and play with puppies and stuff like that. I don't really make YouTube videos about my DIY room projects and stuff, even though you guys always ask me, and there's a reason for that. It's not at all that I don't want you guys to do it or anything like that. It's kind of hard to explain, but the best way I can put it is my grandpa once said, don't mix work and the things you love to do together, because then you won't appreciate it anymore, you won't like it anymore, because now you're doing it for a different purpose rather than for yourself. And DIYing is something that makes me really happy, and it's something that I like to do by myself, and so that's why it was kind of hard for me to film it, because I was terrified that if I turned it into like a work thing, like filming it for you guys, that I wouldn't like to do it anymore, and that kind of just scared me a little bit. And I know that sounds really silly, but like even when I was filming this, it took me like 2 hours to film it and make it, rather than it would have just taken me like 10-15 minutes to make it myself. But since I wanted to make it perfect for you guys, that's kind of what I mean, because it kind of took a lot of the fun out of it. That's why I kind of just haven't yet, because I was really scared that I wouldn't like it anymore. And yeah, so it's kind of hard to explain. Did that make any sense? I'm sorry, I'm rambling. But my point is, I really love DIYs, but I love you guys more. So I'm gonna mix the two, and I'm gonna film them for you, because I know that it's such a fun thing, and I really want you to have this feeling of like sheer happiness when you make things for your room and make things for yourself. And I just, yeah, I want to share it, so I will start filming my DIYs for my room. A little worried, but we got this. So with all that being said, you guys can tell by the title, we are making a Press for Champagne picture frame. It's so fabulous and it's so cute, and you can either hang it on your wall or have it as a normal picture frame. I paid under $5 to make this beautiful creation, but that's because I have a lot of the things already. The doorbell was the only thing I had to buy, and it was under $4. But I'll tell you guys the products that you need to use, and if you don't have many of them, this should pretty much be under $15 for you guys to make. Here are the tools that you'll need to make this.
They need some really nice things. Better be coming with no strings. Better be coming with no strings. We need some really nice things. We need some really big rings. I got a really big team. I got a really big team. They need some really big rings. They need some really nice things. Better be coming with no strings. Better be coming with no strings. We need some really nice things. We need some really big rings. I got a really big team, man. What a time.
Okay, let's get this party started. First, you're going to want to flip over your frame. You can get whatever frame you want. I got mine at Home Goods for only $6 a while back, and I just never used it. Take out that display part. Now use the scissors to cut off just the stand component of the frame, which is the part that looks like a little flippy tie. I have no idea why I cut off the whole darn thing. I must have gotten excited or something. Yeah, so don't do that. And oh gosh, I don't know why I thumbs up. That's embarrassing. Don't do that. Now just grab some cute paper that matches your room. Mine was actually too big, and the average printer takes paper that is about 8.5 inches by 11 inches, so I'm just trimming that down to size. And you can use scissors to do this with the ruler, but I just have like this cool paper cutter, so I'm just gonna use that. No big deal. If your paper is already printer size paper, then just skip this step entirely. Oh my gosh, wasn't that pleasing to watch? Oh, I love it when it slides through and cuts the paper. I'm just trimming it right now, and yeah, so I'm new to voiceovers, guys, can you tell? Now just hop on the computer so we can do the super easy text template. Open Microsoft Word and click on text box. You're going to want to make the text box the size of your picture frame. So since my picture frame is 4x6, this means you're going to want to adjust the size of your text box, and so I'm going to make mine 4 inches wide and 6 inches high. Then you can just move your box to the top left corner. In the box, type in press 4, and then you can press shift a few times and then type champagne. Assuming you're also using a 4x6 frame, then you're going to want to make your text size 36 and your font Lucida handwriting. That's the one I like. But it's up to you, love. To make sure we have room for the button, just press shift to move press 4 down and then champagne down to the bottom. I kind of just sounded like a weather girl, but basically center the whole thing, and then it'll look like this, and you're ready to print. Okay, grab your paper, and this is super important. Make sure you put the pretty side down, the one that you want the text on, because for any standard printer it prints upside down. So put the pretty side down when you feed it in. After you take your handy dandy scissors and cut your text down to size 4x6, then you just want to place it in the frame. This is where I realized that I messed up. So take off the tie part that I told you to take earlier and just put the frame back on casually and then close the clasps. Once you secure the frame, then do some weird awkward hand motions to distract people from knowing you just made a mistake. Then just grab a different piece of pretty paper, and it only needs to be small, and then you're going to want to cut out a circle. I'm using a hole punch, but you can just trace the lid to like a peanut butter jar or something. The diameter of my circle is 1 3/4 of an inch. This circle is just going to serve as a background to your bell, so you're just going to want to put some double stick tape on the back of that, and I don't know why I have all these weird high-tech craft tools. I'm kind of crazy, I know. Just take some double stick tape and stick it on there. Now just stick it in the center of the frame where you want your button to be. You kind of just have to eyeball it. Yeah, you got this. Keep in mind though, I'm just sticking this on the glass part of the frame. Okay, I forgot to record this part, I'm really sorry, but you take your cute little squeaker button and you detach like that the screws from it, and this is where you use your sharp object. I use wire cutters. You're just removing the screws so that the button can sit flat on the glass. Okay, this part is very much optional, but you just take your squeaker button and your favorite ribbon and you wrap it around the base so that the gold isn't showing, because to me it just kind of contrasted against the silver. And you just wrap that around and cut it, and there you go. Use some hot glue and stick that sucker on there. Tina voice.
Tina, enough already, come on.
Okie dokie, then just take some hot glue to the back of your button and put it right in the center of your little cutout circle. And kind of level it, you know, mess with it, and there you go. Now most of you munchkins can be done here, but I wouldn't be me if I didn't add some sparkle. Now I am using genuine Swarovski crystals that I use for my nails, but you guys can use any old rhinestones that you wish. I just kind of had these lying around. Just take some nail glue or super glue and some tweezers, and I'm just gonna coat the border with glue and kind of just gently place them around the perimeter of the circle, and I think it would add some really nice sparkle. I know this is a bit of a meticulous step, but it's totally worth it because look how it sparkles in the end. Oh yeah. Now I'm just going to use a nail and pound that into my wall, but if you live in an apartment or dorm, you can totally just use some wall adhesive tape, and look how pretty it is. And yes, I give you permission to make fun of me for how cheesy this shot is. Oh my gosh. And that's it guys, super easy, right? And super adorable. If you guys like this and you like other DIY creations that you can do for your room, just comment below or like this video and let me know your thoughts. And if there's anything you would like to see me make, I'm up for suggestions, I'm up for anything, and I'm really happy to be able to share something I love doing with you guys. It's actually way better than doing it myself. So I love you guys, and I hope you like this video.